Hey friends, so I'm here with Ellie and Matt today, and today I want to show you 3 fun hacks on our free scrunchie pattern. Now Diana already has a great sew along on our channel for how to do the original scrunchie if you want to make it per the pattern. So I'll go ahead and link that in the description below if you haven't seen it, made the original scrunchie yet. This video we are going to be talking about 3 different things that you can do to kind of spice up your scrunchies. Now I did, this first one here is just one that I did in corduroy. That is your standard scrunchie. So that's what that looks like. Now the Headwrap headband one is like this. And I absolutely love these. They're fantastic for working out. They're also really great for if you're getting ready for bed and you want to wash your face, keep your hair out of your face, or if you're doing like a face mask or something like that, want to keep everything away from your face. I'll show you what that looks like. And this one is basically just made by doubling the height. So you can wear it like this. You can scrunch it if you just want like a headband like that. So that is a really cute option. And you just tie the other side. So that is one of them. This one is really, really fun. I wanted to go to this store and actually pick up some pom-pom trim, and I didn't end up getting time to make it over there before I made this video. So with this one, I actually did kind of a metallic looped ribbon, and it obviously doesn't stretch, but that's the nice thing about the scrunchie is they have elastic in them, so you can use woven ribbons to kind of embellish these. So that's going to be one. And then the last one is adding this cute little, I don't know, I was calling it like a scarf tail, which sounds really weird, but I had some scraps of this really cute window pane chiffon. It was chiffon. And then I basically just used the pattern and create another one that we just sew the ends, and then you tie it around your scrunchie. And that will look like, let's see. So hopefully you can see that. It's just got a cute little scarf, you know, tail on it. I'm just gonna call it that. And so this is kind of a way to make it look a little bit more dressy. These look really, really pretty with like summer dresses and that kind of thing. You could do, oh my gosh, I just am having so many ideas. You definitely need to try doing like a Christmas one. Oh my gosh, if you did like a little red and green Christmas print and then did like a red and green tail, oh my gosh, I love Christmas, you guys. So it is, I don't know when you're watching this video, but if you're watching it when we publish it, you know that we just barely got done last weekend with Halloween, and I started decorating for Christmas today. I just can't wait. 2020, we just need all the extra joy this year, so I figured go ahead and put it all up. So I am loving the idea of Christmas. So this is actually part of our sew along for giftables. These scrunchies make great gifts for anyone in your life. My son always actually likes running around with mine. He steals them because they're really soft. I've got some velvet ones, and he puts them on his arm, like runs around. So they're good for everybody. So I hope you guys like this. I will go ahead and show you how to accomplish those 3 hacks, and we'll get started. So the first hack that I'm going to show you is this head wrap. I really love this and wear it all the time. I made mine in a tencel. It's so soft. So basically what you're going to do is you lay your fabric out. These are a fantastic scrap buster. So I'm just using some fabric scraps that I had, and you fold it in half and then you fold it down the other way. So you're actually cutting on the double fold. Next, I'm going to take a French curve, and you can always eyeball this too if you want to, if you don't have one of these. I will link down below where I got mine. And having curved ends just makes it a little bit easier to tie and looks a little bit more finished. So fold it in half, and what you're going to do is sew from the middles out, leaving a gap to turn it out. Now you do want to go through, I don't show this part, but you definitely want to go through and iron this, and then you can hand stitch or machine stitch that hole closed. And that's it for this one. All you're going to do is to wear this, tie the ends in a short knot, and you are all done. Our next hack is this cute little scarf-tailed scrunchie, and basically what you're going to do is take the pattern piece and you're going to cut it out twice. One of those you're going to make your standard scrunchie, and the other fold it half in half long ways and short ways, and then you're gonna round out those edges, and that's what creates that cute end of your scarf. Now we will lay this out, fold it in half long ways, and you're gonna sew again from the centers out, leaving a gap in the center to turn this out, just like we did the one before. So you can see I've got a gap in the center that's unsewn there, and we're gonna go ahead and turn this out. If you're using a more delicate fabric like this chiffon, make sure when you poke your ends out, if you're using something to poke those out, do use something soft like a end of a marker, because you don't want to use your scissors and poke through the end of your delicate fabric. So of course you are going to iron this after to smooth everything out. It makes a huge difference in this look if it's ironed nice and flat, and then you sew your scrunchie just like you would per the instructions. Now once your scarf tail piece is ironed, you sew that closed. I used a machine stitch for mine because when you tie it, it's right where that tie goes, so you're not going to see how it's finished. So it's fine to machine stitch it, and then you tie it on and you're done. The last hack is embellishing using ribbon or pom-pom trim. Now this one was a little bit harder because my fabric rolls a little bit, but bear with me. So what you're gonna do, I had a very, very thin ribbon, so rather than try and do this all in one step, I machine basted that on. So just at your sewing machine, use a long stitch to hold that in place. Then you're gonna go ahead and stitch across this, and you're gonna stitch all the way across. You don't need to leave a hole in the middle, and the reason is because we're gonna close that hole in a little bit of a different way so that you can stitch across the ends of that ribbon. Now I am just pinning this because the gray fabric that I'm using is a stretchy athletic fabric and I don't want it to go anywhere. So once that is stitched across, I went ahead and turned it right side out so you can see what that looks like. Now all we're going to do is put those right sides together, and I want to machine stitch across the end where the ribbon is actually inside, and then we'll go through and close it by hand later, but I like to machine stitch that because I really want to secure that ribbon. So I'm putting those right sides together, and we're just going to make sure that the rest of the loop is out of the way. There we go. And so we're not going to sew through, we're only sewing through those two layers that are right side together. And once that's stitched, you can pull that and you have the same kind of a hole that you would have in a normal scrunchie. It's just facing a different direction. So we leave that hole so that we can go through and thread our elastic. Now what I like to do is put a clip on the end of my elastic so it doesn't get lost inside of the scrunchie, just because we're scrunching that up and a lot of times that elastic does like to disappear in there. So you can see mine, it did actually go inside, but having that clip on the end makes it a lot easier to fish it back out. So I will continue threading my elastic. One other quick tip for you that you can use whether you're doing this hack or not is use a piece of double-sided tape to stick those ends together, and I find that makes a world of difference when you are working in a short space like this to stitch that elastic. Now you can go ahead and close that hole and you are all done. I really love the pizzazz that this brings and the little bit extra. Alright friends, thank you so much for joining me today. I had a lot of fun sewing those scrunchie hacks with you. I hope you make some and make sure and share them in our Facebook group. We love to see everybody sews. Comment on this video if you decide to do this, or if you came up with your own hack or something like that, or what your favorite hack was. Leave me some comments. I love to read those. I love engaging with you guys and getting to have those conversations. It's such a great community. So again, thank you for joining me. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and we'll see you in the next video.